Hey guys, this is Grimmmz giving you another video of Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. In this video we're gonna go to Ash Lake, actually speedrun to Ash Lake. The reason why we're doing it this late is because I actually forgot to explore that area during the walkthrough, but since it was optional, it is quite easy to forget once you're trying to get done with the entire game. So I'll show you one of the quicker ways to actually get down there. So as you can see, I'm wearing very light armor, and I equipped the dark grain ring. I believe that's what it's called, but it's the ring that changes your rolling action, just so we can be quicker. So we can run a lot quicker there. So you want to go down here. The elevator is not up. You want to just call it up. All right. So, as soon as he gets up, you just want to backflip on there. The beginning, the first half is actually quite easy, but once you actually get to the Great Hollow, that's when you have to be really careful and watch your footing. Okay, so once we are here, we can go ahead and go over here. On towards the right side, and this cage door, if you guys remember, this actually does give you a shortcut to Blighttown. Very quick shortcut. You don't have to, if you have the master key, then you will be able to unlock that door. But once you do that, you just keep going. You'll meet up against these familiar faces that does moderate amount of damage and apply poison. So let's go ahead. And again, you want to be careful here. My method is just to drop down the stairs. I don't really like to climb down because that wastes some time. And there are mosquitoes the second you get down here. But for the bigger areas like this here, just want to be safe and go down. As long as you can see the ground, then you're good to drop down. Whoa! Hey, buddy. Okay. So let's go. Keep going. Whoa. Again, I recommend getting the Lord Vessel first, because if you do go to Ash Lake without the Lord Vessel, then you'll have to make the venture back, and it's quite a trip. Let's leave it at that. Right. So let's just heal up a little bit. Fortunately, we did get toxic, but that's all right. Okay. And of course, you will have checkpoints. You will have bonfires on the way, so if you do get toxic, just use that to your advantage and cleanse yourself right away. So we'll just go ahead and do that really quick. And I can do this. I can afford to do this since I already put the Lord Vessel down and now have the warping capabilities. And once you're there, just keep on heading towards this direction. If you were to take the long way down here, you would have been down in this area. And instead, you just want to keep going. You'll see kind of like this big tree. So once you're over here, you'll meet a couple of these slugs. Again, you just want to be careful. They can lunge at you just like that. Let's heal up again. And then once you're up, following up this big branch, you'll kind of hit this dead end with an item. Again, just swing at the wall, you'll reveal another secret, another chest, kind of tricking you into saying, alright, that's all you can find, you should head back. There's another secret wall here, so you just keep going, and this will lead you to the path of the Great Hollow. This area can be very tedious. Definitely tempting you to just drop down from branch to branch, because there are so many of them. but dropping down on the wrong branch can actually end you up into kind of like a dead end where you can't really drop anymore. So let's go ahead and sorry for the frame rate drop. It's still acting up, but if we get if the game drops, then we'll continue exactly where we left off. So after you got that second checkpoint, then you want to start heading down. Oh boy. Fraps is very unforgiving. So after that, after having that unfortunate disconnection, so you just head down to the main branch onto this platform. Just keep going towards the ends. You'll find another. Of course, there are a lot of items here. There are many items here, including tons of crystal lizards. So, but they are not easy to get. So you'll have to figure out where they are. Sometimes they I think there's about 6 or 7, but most of them appear randomly. So if you want to try your luck and then definitely go for it. As you can see here, the path is kind of blocked off, so once again you want to jump down branch to branch, you can, and pick up some items on the way. A lot of souls, a lot of creatures as well. The frogs with the curses. Yeah, buddy. So again, my method is jumping branch to branch. There are just straight paths heading straight down. Whoa. There's another one over here. Alright, perfect. A lot of Titanites everywhere. Again, if you tend to drop from branch to branch, heal up. It will take a toll on your health. There's another one over here. More chunks. And then once you're down here, this is kind of the half point of the tree. You have to look around closely to these pitfalls over here. There are a flight of stairs that you can access, and you gotta look closely. But once you do, you'll find one on the inner portion. You just go ahead and slide down. And now you're at the second part where now you'll have to face all of these frog-like creatures. By the way, killing them, they do have a chance of dropping an Eye of Death. So for those who are in the Gravelord Covenant having a hard time getting Eyes of Deaths, they're definitely, you know, a good source of farm. And they did change it in the patch. They do drop Eyes of Deaths a lot more often now. So once we're here, the further you head down, you'll start noticing a lot of these mushrooms now. Here's where it gets a little easier. You just kind of head on the mushrooms, but once you get to this point, you don't want to run straight forward. There are holes in between these mushrooms, so you want to head on every single one. You don't want to try to cut paths. Ooh, poor guy. And again, these mushrooms, or at least the bigger mushrooms, the papa mushrooms, are they hurt. They really, really hurt. They seem very weak, but once they start meleeing you, they hurt. So now we're at Ash Lake. Right away, it's a beautiful view. So we can head on down. Towards my right is actually another bonfire. So if you're not so lucky in this place, if you keep dying, or you feel like you will die, we want to head there first. Again, some more frame rate issues. Sorry about that. I still could have never got that right. It probably could be the fact that this is just a straight Xbox port, and they probably just haven't worked out all the kinks in transferring the game. Ugh, that's so bad. But yeah, up ahead is the bonfire. So you just go straight there. Again, this area will be the end of the Katarina quest line. And once you finally get here, you'll have, again, 2 outcomes, whether or not the guy survived or he died. But both outcomes will enable you to obtain Titanite slabs. So let's see if we can fix this annoying frame rate issue, because this is really bad. Okay, so it's running a little bit smoothly now. A little bit. Alright. Sorry about that. let's go ahead, and right away you'll see a black hydra. This is actually a different hydra than the one that we met at the Dark Moon Basin. A little harder, at least. The only reason why I say that is because the bonfire was placed at since it was placed all the way behind us, it kind of takes up a lot of our time from running. And as soon as you head down here, the moment you touch the sand, you initiate, or you're kind of in the range of the hydra, and he aggroes right onto you as soon as you hit the sand. So once you're in, you'll meet a lot of these clan monsters, which drop twinkling titanites. Once you reach halfway, the hydra will attempt to get closer and fly right over the sand. If you are beneath him when he does that, he does shoot a barrage of these kind of like water missiles at you, and most likely you will get hit. But we're gonna try to attempt to heal here, just in case if we get hit by another barrage of missiles. So let's just keep heading there. You can try to look behind you to see where he is. Again, you want to stay on the sand as much as possible. You don't want to run right off and end up dying. And he'll be kind of chasing you. Sometimes he will actually shoot you from that far. Sometimes he'll just kind of chase you, and that'll be it. You'll just basically outrun him. So let's give another look. Oh, there he is. So again, you want to run. Try to run away from that line of fire. And as soon as you head towards this overhead branch, then you have officially made it to Ash Lake. So once you head all the way here, or all the way towards the end of the path, you'll meet up with the ancient dragon of Path of the Dragon Covenant. And there he is. That is half bird, half dragon. And of course another bonfire here. A little fun fact, if you go right behind him over here, pray to the everlasting dragons means, yeah, just initiating the covenant. But you'll notice his tail right here. You can actually cut it right off. It won't affect your covenant status. It will not revoke it. It'll just act like nothing ever happened. It's just another weapon to get your hands on. So let's go ahead and cut it right off. It'll take a couple hits. There we go. And that's your way of getting a Dragon Greatsword. I believe it requires 50 strength or around that in order to obtain it. It's a pretty neat weapon. Other than that, you can join or not even bother joining the Covenant. But once you do, you can go ahead and give them some dragon scales, I believe. Or I think that's what you give them. And as you progress, you'll start out with Dragon Headstone, and then you'll eventually get the Dragon Torso Stone, which will completely change you into a dragon, bumping up your damage by 25%. But I don't think you can use any weapons. But it is pretty neat if you get to that point. So if you do, let me know how it is, and hopefully this run through has helped you guys out. It's always fun running down here as quickly as possible. Again, I did switch all this armor out because I'm getting ready to do my next PvP video. So why don't you guys check that out after this. See you then.